Hi everybody, welcome back. So in this video we're going to be discussing how to do a quick splice and repair on your transmission cooler lines, the inlet outlet or the upper and lower. This is just a recommendation, but I'll show you how and where to locate these two lines. I found out mine because my lower line was split and made a mess of my driveway, so I'll just show you what I'm doing and we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm underneath the vehicle right now. You can see here, this is where the transmission, the bottom of the transmission is with the filter. So if we go over here, there's two connection points here and then up here. Okay, this is the upper and lower connecting points to the transmission right there. Okay, now my brake, looking at the front of the vehicle, was up inside here. Okay, and you can see here I've already did a splice. It's looking towards the radiator underneath the vehicle. So I had a major corrosion right here on the lower line. So what I did is I got 3/8 flare to flare coupling with the brass nuts, and you can see it's aluminum here. Now this is like a temporary fix. I recommend getting the new components and doing it, but I'll just show you how to do this to get by. And I've already done this one. This is the lower line, and then there's the upper line. You can see right there. Let me see my finger. It's so corroded. So what we're going to do is take this down, cut it, splice it, and put a piece of 3/8 ACR copper tubing. This is refrigeration piping. It's designed for higher pressures. Okay. So I finally got the clip out right here. What I found is you have to go down underneath, and then you have to try your best. There is a special tool for this, but all I have is these screwdrivers, just small screwdrivers. And you'll feel your way around. Mine was really corroded. I had to use some brake cleaner, some oil, WD-40, anything like that. And then you find it, you just clip it up, and push it up, and then this section here popped out. So I'm going to remove that, and we'll pull this tube out. Okay, so I took the pin out. That's it there. So put that somewhere safe. You do not want to lose that. And it's very easy to lose. So put that aside. Okay. Now we're going to go down and slide this tube out, and then we'll try and drop it down to below the car. So I got this out. Now just keep in mind you have to give it a good straight tug out. A bit of a difficult time doing that, but otherwise this lip will catch. It has to be a straight pull out, and you could have a rag nearby too. All right, so we'll push this down. Okay, so I got it pulled down. So I'm not sure if you can try to get some light on that. But you can see just how corroded it is. And these are high pressure lines too for the transmission. So again, this goes up to the coolant, the cooler lines. Yeah, so what I plan to do is cut the bad section out and put flare couplings in and replace this section with some ACR tubing. Again, just as a temporary measure. I do recommend getting these sections replaced. Okay, so that's the next step, is we're going to cut and splice. So I'm going to measure out a piece of tubing to replace this. So some tools you'll need for this job. Obviously you need a tube cutter, a flaring tool, okay, This is the 3/8 flare to flare. and 2 flare nuts. But you're going to actually need 2 sets of these. Okay, so 4 and 2 of these, and 4 flare nuts. And you can see here, this is the piece I've just removed, just how corroded it is. And that was seeping transmission fluid all over my driveway. So this is the section I'm going to replace. Okay, so I'll start doing that. Okay, so I've done just one side of the flare. I'm going to show you. So I put a leak lock on the threads, and then on the flare section I put a bit of just lubricating oil in there so the nut slides on and twists really well without torquing, because it is aluminum. We've got to be careful with that. So yep, so we'll tighten this all together and I'll make a new piece. Okay, so just going over the flare. So when you're doing your flare, let me zoom up there and see here. Just make sure you have to have an excellent flare. It's not split. It's clean. You don't want any crud on the lip. Okay. So I've sized it up, connected, tightened everything up, all my fittings, and so now I'm going to slip it up through the underside up here, up to the top, and then redo my connections at the top of where the cooler is. Yeah, so what we've done was just finish feeding through the tube here, the line, and what I did is I did put the clip back in to the nut, and then pushed the tubing in there, and it clips right in beautifully. So just when you're doing this, take your time, feed it through the best route. Make sure all your nuts are really secure and tight. After this, take your vehicle off your jack stands, and then put it on a level surface, and do a transmission oil lever test. Make sure you have enough oil in your transmission. Now, of course, this is what I'm using, the full synthetic Dextron 6 automatic transmission fluid, and that's what's recommended through the manual there. Okay. Yeah, so I checked the transmission oil level. Everything was good. Just topped up a little bit. It was minimal oil loss, which is good. Again, this is just a sort of a temporary fix to get you through. I haven't really tested how long these splices will actually last. Maybe I'll post that for later. But in the meantime, yeah, it's good to go, and we're going to monitor and see how it works out. If anyone wants to try this, go for it. There's other good videos online, YouTube, sort of give more specifics, step by step. But this video should be short enough just to give you a quick run through of what you need to do, and put anything in the comments that can help myself or anyone else who's seen this video. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.